Mga kawok, Widlan, kamusta kayo dyan sa Quezon City o saan man kayo sa mundo? Ako si Lan at ngayon we are diving into hot, hot topic na siguradong magpapainit sa inyong ulo at hindi dahil sa global warming mga bago na namang kaso ng kumpanya ni Libiste. Sounds dramatic, di ba? Pero hold on, mga kababayan, hindi ito simpleng chismis. This is about a young congressman fighting for renewable energy na biglang binabato ng mga akusasyon mula sa gobyerno. Imagine niyo 32-year-old self-made billionaire, anak ni Senator Lauren Ligarda at dating Governor Antonio Liviste na nagda-drop out sa Yale University para bumuo ng Solar Philippines, the largest solar company in the country. Pero bakit may 24 billion pesos fine? Bakit may investigation sa ombudsman at DOJ? Is this justice or just political payback dahil sa kanyang exposés tulad ng Cabral Files? Stay tuned dahil tayo'y magiging detectives ngayon, intellectual style, with a dash of wit at puro facts. Let's walk this out. Una sa lahat, let's get to know our hero. Este subject ngayon Congressman Leandro Antonio Legarda Liviste. Born March 18, 1993 sa Makati. At age 20, habang nasa Yale studying politics, he spotted an opportunity. The Philippines has the highest electricity rates in Asia. So what did he do? Drop out like Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg style and founded Solar Philippines in 2013. Fact, by 2014, nakuha niya ang first $1 million loan. $1 million loan from the Bank of the Philippine Islands para sa 700 kilowatt solar rooftop sa Mall of Binyan. Mga kabataan, ito'y inspirational habang kayo'y nag-online class o naghahanap ng side hustle, si Liviste ay building an empire worth billions, $926 million net worth, no liabilities. As congressman ng Batangas 1st District since 2025, he's pushing for sustainable energy. Pero bakit ang focus sa kaso? Dahil sa kanyang boldness. He exposed the Cabral Files, confidential budget docs na nagpapakita ng corruption sa DPWH. Now, critics says it's retaliation. Parang yung kontrabida sa Marvel movies. Kapag may whistleblower, biglang may cases. Ganyan sa Pilipinas. Imagine working abroad para sa pamilya tapos ang kuryente sa Pilipinas ay mahal pa rin. Si Libiste ay fighting for cheaper green energy. That's real bayanihan. Now, let's dissect the elephant in the room. Ang 24 billion pesos penalty mula DOE kay Solar Philippines Power Project Holdings Incorporated. Ang haba SPPHI. Ano ba ito? Ayon sa DOE Secretary Sharon Garin, terminated ang 163 renewable energy contracts. Okay. Nationwide, totaling 17,904 megawatts. 64% nito from Solar Philippines, around 11,427 watts. Pero wait, fact check tayo. These contracts were awarded years ago, pero delayed dahil sa bureaucracy, permits, land issues, at pandemic. Si Liviste ay hindi stalling, he's investing. His company has built actual solar farms like sa Nueva Ecija at Tarlac. Define it's based on failure to follow timeline. But critics say it's unfair dahil ang gobyerno mismo ay slow sa approvals. Okay, intellectually speaking, this smells like conflict of interest. Sa gobyerno, bakit target si Liviste na nagpro-promote ng renewables habang coal plants ay thriving? Parang sinasabi nila, solar too bright for our shady deals. Mga kabataan, this is why politics matters. Your future energy bills depend on it. OFW, send this to your families back home. Ang ombudsman, mga kaibigan, ay nag-iimbestiga sa flipping, selling company without government approval. Solar Philippines got a franchise for solar energy distribution. Noong 2025 to 2026, may block sales at share swaps worth over 20 billion pesos sa M-Green at Actix. Critics say violation ng Section 18 ng franchise law. Okay, failure to report change of ownership shall render the franchise ipso facto revoked. Pero here's the twist. Si Libiste ay nagsabi sa interviews that he divested to focus on politics. Ethical move. He still owns the parent company, pero subsidiaries lang ang nasell. Bakit hindi nila pinuri ito? Dahil sa Cabral Files, expose niya na nagpapakita ng insertion sa budget ni dating officials. Ombudsman Boying Rimulya said it's under probe pero walang final ruling yet. Si Liviste welcomed any House probe. Mga viewers, ano sa tingin ninyo? Fair ba ito o selective justice? Parang sa teleserye, ang bida ay binabato ng intriga dahil sa kanyang katapangan. But fact show Solar Philippines is operational, building the future. Si Congressman Liviste filed 111 million pesos civil libel suit against Palace Undersecretary Claire Castro. Bakit? She claimed sa vlogs na sold the solar franchise that never existed. False. Walang ganong sale. It's misinformation. Liviste seeks 100 million pesos moral damages, 10 million pesos exemplary, 1 million pesos of attorney's fees, filed sa Batangas RTC with lawyer Ferdinand Topacio. Parang sinasabi niya, Claire, your vlogs need fact check, not filters. This favors Liviste dahil it shows his fight against fake news. Sa mga kabataan dyan, in the era of TikTok misinformation, standing up matters. OFWs, protektahan ang reputasyon ng mga tulad niya na nagpro-promote ng progress. Mga kababayan, sa mundo kung saan ang kasinungalingan ay nangingibabaw, ang katotohanan ang unang sinisikil. Pero kasama kayo, magpapatuloy tayo sa laban. Walang takot, walang kinikilingan, at laging handa para sa bayan. Sumali na sa aking YouTube channel membership sa #WalkWithLan at tulungan natin ang channel na maabot ang 100,000 subscribers. Ang inyong suporta ang susi sa kalayaan natin para ipagpatuloy ang pagbabalita ng katotohanan. Salamat at kita-kits sa laban. Ano ang thoughts nyo sa mga kaso na ito? Drop down below Best comment gets a shout out next episode. Okay, let's connect the dots. Liviste exposed DPWH bribery attempts, asked to arrest a district engineer. Then the Cabral Files on budget corruption. Suddenly, DOE slaps fines. Ombudsman probes. Facts from other sources. Facts from sources. Rappler, Inquirer, GMA, lahat nagre-report pero walang conviction yet. Si Liviste ay open to probe, saying it's too clear his name. Let's have an intellectual take. This is cronyism versus innovation. Sa Pilipinas, where coal lobbies are strong, solar pioneers. Okay, where coal lobbies are strong, solar pioneers like him are threats. Parang David versus Goliath. Pero si David ay may solar slingshot. Yeah. Okay. Sa mga kabataan dyan, be like Liviste, bold and innovative. OFW support leaders na nagpro-promote ng green jobs. Despite the cases, look at his wins. Built solar plants, reducing carbon emissions. As congressman pushing bills for renewables, Philippines needs 12,000 megawatts more by 2030. Liviste's vision aligns. Imagine sa Pilipinas with cheap solar power, no more brownouts. That's his fight. In summary mga kaibigan, ang mga bago na namang kaso ay hindi proof of guilt. It's proof of a system is scared of change. Si Congressman Liviste ay fighting for us. Mga kabataan at OFWs, support him by staying informed. Like, subscribe, share. Next episode natin more of Philippine politics scoops. Salamat sa pag-walk with Lan. Stay witty, stay critical, paalam at mabuhay po ang Pilipinas.